sending data to Ju2 to get Ju2 back in here. So now we can do some testing about the Aichi stuff. But the Phantome stuff is the Phantome Jufberg is really cool. I really want to play it. Plus, considering you most likely, I already want to build this deck. I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to build this deck, but I want to build this deck, so most likely I will grab the grade 2 for the Phantome. So it's like win-win. If anything, the new Jufberg may be better than Alphard. It certainly sounds a lot more consistent because the problem with Alphard is that it doesn't really retain hand. Alphard does have the advantage that it can make a board with the drop zone, but like defensive wise, you're kind of running naked part of the time. But it has good defense, it got good power to maintain board, and it has retire. The one problem is that the last skill for like doing the armor break style attack where you just retire a unit, become really big, punch a guy in the face, is not something you want to do consistently. Alphard is meant to be really aggro. Yeah. Alphard for me is a deck that you want to use. If you're going first, try to rush and then just finish him with Alphard. This is how I feel like it should be done. I'd easily recommend Shenri. Yeah, I have Shenri in the deck. It's really good. It runs perfectly with the deck because it doesn't have a lot of draw power. And it also helps the soul because soul is another problem for the deck. But it's really, really good. Like, this card in particular is really, really good. But for now, let us build this fine ass deck. We are building Aichi today. God, so excited. Genuinely excited to just build the Aichi deck. All right, for our ride line, we're grabbing, surprisingly, another Low Sage Marin. Man, since last night, my left knee has been hurting really, really bad. Oh, that's sad to hear. My recommendation would be to either most likely try to stretch it out. If you can, just stretch your knees. Or just try to go to hospital, honestly, if it's really, really bad. If it's if it gets worse, or if you're actually very concerned, try to go to the hospital, see if they can check it, to see if it's anything bad, if you're really concerned. Because I've had knee problems myself, but like all I'm doing is like trying to walk around more and stuff. That's mostly what I'm doing. Let's read Marin. What does it do? If this unit was written from hand, the crossroads is ability used by Soul Blast when he's placed on Vanguard Circle. One thing that I really like of this Marin is that this Marin is not in particularly. One of the complaints I've been having is that a lot of these cards that have like references to older support cannot be used well because they have restrictions. This Little Sage Marin has support for like, oh yeah, if you're running this on like premium format, then you can use it for a writing it. It's just like, yeah, it's good. Really, really good. Soul Blast and Soul Blast, a regulatory card with Aichi icon from the right deck. When you arrive from your right deck, sad. It involves right deck still, which is still not introduced in premium. When you arrive from your right deck during your right phase next turn, you can write a card with discard a card from your hand, so it's still useless for that. When the unit plays on rear guards, if you have a Vanguard with Aichi icon, put a normal unit with Sentinel without Sentinel with only roll Paladin for its climb from the drop on the bottom of the deck, and this unit gains 5k power. Okay. Just a shove back into the deck. That's fine. That's fine. Now we jump into the man, the myth, the legend, Blaster Blado. Blaster Blade reads when he plays on Vanguard or Rearguard Circle, choose a creature card with Aichi icon from your right deck, and you reveal it. If you reveal the card or you have a greater Vanguard with Aichi icon, Counter Blast 1 or Energy Blast 3, choose one of your opponent's rear guards, retire it, and if it was placed on Vanguard Circle, draw a card. Still think they should add the Energy Blast on premium. We have a lot of energy cards, and premium has been just left in the dark. It's been a bad year for them. And it has when the unit attacks with greater Vanguard. If your Vanguard's with IJ icons, the unit gets 10k power. Very neat. Also like that the whole icon thing also involves that the units have like this type of border. Looks really, really nice. So we just grab this guy there, and then grab the man, the myth, the legend, another King of Knights outfit. I'd assume they would have done like outfit early. That would have been like a nicer concept, but like I guess if they're trying to reference more of like the first tournament or like how Aichi played initially, then okay. And basically grab it. This card can be counted as a persona right for cards with other icons. During your turn, this unit cannot be boosted. This unit gets 2k power for each of your rear guards. If you have 3 or more, this unit gets drive +1. If you have 4 more rear guards, if your Persona roll this turn, this unit gets crit +1. When this unit attacks, counter +1. So you deck for up to 2 cards with the Aichi icon. Call them to rear guard in the same column and shuffle the deck. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, the called unit gets +5k. Yeah, neat. Extra power boost is really nice. The Aichi icon cards are fairly neat. And then we got the card I've been wanting, and I actually got Soul Saber Dragon. Same thing about it. Can be written, it can be side graded with Alfred. Counterblast, Soul Blast, grade 3 card with Aichi icon until the end of the turn. This unit gets when this unit attacks, choose a column, stand on rear guards in the column, and they get 5k power. If you Persona roll this turn, choose 2 columns instead of 1. And all your front rows get +5k. Then, if you have a Vanguard with Aichi icon, this unit gets +10k power. Shield. Another nice card, and it's a side ride. So you can basically just be like, I can either jump to this or this. Obviously, you're going to want to try to run to this. Yes, because regardless, you're going to still have multi-attack, and then you can just pivot to just having Soul Saber. Just the better option. I'm just going to go really basic with the deck. I'm just going to grab like 4 of everything. I'm going to be really basic about it. We also got Knight of Truth Gordon, baby. Seeing all these cards, this is proper fan service. I like it a lot. Knight of Silence Galatine. Oh yeah, that's our boy. That is our boy. When this unit attacks, if you have a greater greater Vanguard with Aichi icon, it gets +5k power. Drop when you have a greater greater Vanguard with Aichi icon is attacked. Bind this card. That unit gets 10k power until the end of that battle. You cannot bind card with the same card name as its card from your drop zone until the end of that turn. Sadly, this is also very late game, so you can't really do it like early, which sort of makes sense because that sounds kind of broken. Lake Maidenly End. And this card from your hand during your right phase. Perform one of the following: call this card to rear guard as rest, or so blessed, call this card to rear guard. When this is placed on rear guard, you may pay it. You may draw a card. If you chose a card from your hand, discard it. By the way, I think I know what deck I'll play for fun on Vanguard Day. Ooh, you may hate me for it. How can I hate you for it? Like, tell me. What's the deck you're gonna be running? We're doing this, and we're grabbing Flash Sealed Assault. It's 3 copies because if we face the Alphard, Favanil, dude, I don't hate you for that. Favanil is cool. It's a cool deck. I like Favanil. Favanil is a cool lad. I like. Let's see, where is it? I'm interessante too. There you are. Now, I already grabbed all of these. Now, I obviously need triggers now. And for triggers... Oh, right, wrong. Oh, wait, I want to grab... grade 3. Let's grab one of these. Since we're doing Soul Saver on ban, there's a probability we might grab this. When you pay a cost for a stride, no, that's not what I want. And... if you have Vanguard Persona right, and you're not right this turn, remove this card, activate Persona right. Nah, probably not going to be activating that. How about this one? Choose the 2 non-sentinel units. Wait, it involves a counterblast, though. I have enough defenses. This deck has good defenses, so I think I'm just going to go very basic and go with the Regalis piece. However, for Tuesday, I'll be using Dragdual Magnets. Ooh, that's really nice. What am I going to be running for Vanguard Day? Dude, yeah. Do you want Shroud? Shroud. That'd be Shroud and Darkness. Counterblast. Let me check Counterblast cost for this deck, though. Oh, Energy Blast. Okay. On the other Counterblast is Gordon. This unit gets in. If it plays by Blade of Kenneth Alfred, draw a card. I don't have Counter Short. Blaster Blade has Energy Blast, so I'm probably not going to use his ability for anything else. He's basically going to be my Energy Blaster. Probably gonna be pivoting between Alfred and you're right. You're absolutely right. Shroud and Darkness probably is the better one. You don't have to have counterblast. Yep. And if you didn't ride from your right deck this turn, you can skip the counterblasting. I probably will because the advantage of these decks now is that we have technically 7 Persona rights in the deck because we run the extra copies of King of Knights Alfred, but we also run Soul Saver Dragon, which also counts as a Persona right. And they basically work for like different things. King of Knights Alpha is just to thin out the deck. Meanwhile, Soul Saver Dragon is just like, we're just restanding, just punching you in the face. But genuinely, what I love about these decks is that we're getting shield value. Like, thank God. a real big problem of the game is that, oh, sorry, we don't have music. Got a new song here, so there we go. Soft tune in the back. Hope we get more fighter icon decks. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to see a lot of them, but if I can get if I can get Misaki and also Kamui decks, if I can get, and hear me out, hear me out. If I can get both Ashura Kaiser and in combination Mr. Invincible in the exact same deck with an icon deck for Nova Grappler brand, okay, then I will take it. Honestly, considering the sort of nation limitation, I'm most likely they won't grab this. Most likely, we might get G era. We might get, funnily enough, like how they're doing here. We're gonna get Messiah again, and we're gonna get Chronojet again. But honestly speaking, ignore those guys. I want Shion. Give me Shion. Give me Shion. Shion's my favorite character. It's one of my favorite characters in freaking G era. His development was just the best. Now let's go back in here, grab some cards. We already have the perfect guard. Now we need triggers. Now ask for a trigger. Oh wait, I forgot Wingle. Where's Wingle? There it is. There's my buddy. There's my buddy. Okay. And then we're gonna grab. We're gonna grab Flogel. We're gonna grab Epona. We're gonna grab 3 copies of a lane. We're gonna have the restanding heal. Where is it? Do we want front? Actually, yeah, we want front. Oh, we get more front. Tetsu. Oh, that's actually nice. Ooh, The one thing is that if we get Team Asteroid, then we're gonna probably get either 2 Dark States or a Keter and a Dark States. That's a problem. I think we're just gonna have to be like, I want to see, Now it's confusing. Because it's mostly thematic, so we're gonna probably get in theme. Okay, I want Team Q4. I want Team Q4, honestly. I want Kamui, I want Misaki. And I want their beginner decks. Like how we're getting them like here in these types of decks. Like these are the decks they were throwing down with. Like I want Misaki throwing down with her Amaterasu deck with, I don't know what she was running at the exact same time with the Amaterasu. I just know she was running Amaterasu. And also, I want Kamui, Ashura Kaiser, and Mr. Invincible. God, we didn't get Mr. Invincible in V. I was sort of mad. I was just like, why don't we have him? He's the GOAT. Why is not the GOAT not here? I think I want to try running it with fronts first instead of draws. Souls is not going to be a problem, so I'm just going to grab this thing. 3 front triggers. Yeah, that should be fine. 3 front triggers. We're not going to need Margol because Wingle only calls Barkle. And then it can then call Flogel. Yeah, Team Astro has 3 Dark Side Depth. Yep, if you count, I forget his name, but if you count the Dark Regulars, Pale Moon, and also Spike Brothers, unless you start counting Ren. If you count Ren, obviously you're gonna get Ren Suzuki-mo. You're gonna get Keter Sanctuary again. Kyo, there you go, Kyo Yahagi. Yeah, now I remember the name. I watched that. I watch a lot of episodes with Kyo. I just binge watch a lot of like old episodes of Cardfight Vanguard. Just like, yeah, just give me that. I don't care. Just put it in my Vans. I love it. Okay, we're looking for the heal with the restand ability. Oh, OT. I forgot about the OT. Since we're doing restand, that Amartine is actually not a bad strategy there. Okay, we're not seeing the heal here. This is the one. I just never played with Keter a lot. Let's count to make sure we have the right ratios. We got a total of 3, 4, 8, 12, 15, and 16. There we go. Think we have the enough cards. Basically, the deck is built. Like, quite literally, the deck is, like, fully built. I forgot what was the how the deck was actually built. But, yeah, the deck is basically just... All the cards basically just fill the deck. Plus the triggers. Let's see. This is Aichi. Aichi deck. And we shall be jumping right in. Now we're going to be turning the screen blank for a second, so nothing can leak here. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, 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 beep. And we are in. So now let us see this Aichi deck. Actually, it runs with triggers. I'll run it with draw first. Since it was already running the draw, it was running Margot, then I'm just gonna run it with draws at the moment. Beep, beep, beep. Obviously, we're going to be running the draws with the actual defensive triggers. They could have at least given Margot the defensive trigger, but it was an effect trigger before, so, like, why not? Just give it to him. It's no skin off your back. You're printing money. If you make it with the draw trigger effect, that's basically an alternate R draw trigger with a big shield. Like, I don't know, Bushi. I feel like you're fumbling here. All right, and now... Let us challenge everybody. Make it to the unarmed. And we got a challenge. 1, 2, 3, 4. Heads or tails? We are always choosing tails. I do not want heads. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. 1, 2. I'm pretty sure he shuffled enough. I only like shuffling to like 4. Heads. He gets to choose. Okay. First, okay. Then good luck. Have fun. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't have our discard fodder for now. I don't know how to run this at the moment. Right now, I'm just gonna have like cards that have like pretty decent abilities. Keep this when you play some Vanguard. Ooh, wait, that was an alternative. This was an alternative ride. Ooh, I'm fixing that later. I'm adding this later. This is nicer. That's only if we do that. Choose a blah blah blah. But the booster blaster play. Okay, then yeah, I'm just shoving back in there. Then 1, 2, 3. Okay, okay. Think of our discard. Oh wait, we do have our discard fodder. It's Lien. Ooh, what are we facing? Come on, buddy. Show me what you got. Bum, 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 bum. So we are dealing with basic just crossover dress. Okay. Keep forgetting how to deal with crossover dress. I just don't face it a lot off. It's really weird for me. Let's see. I probably want to throw this into the board, smack my opponent in the face a few times. Okay, Oreno turn. Draw. We discard Lien, activate the Soul Blast ability because we don't have the Wing Golf, so we can't do full effect. So we can call this card to rear guard and then take advantage of that. Okay, we're doing that. Beep beep. Oreno turn Raido. Draw a card. This is wave blah 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 blah. Ability reduce Soul Blast when you place on Vanguard. Soul Blast reveal a grade 3 card with Aichi icon from Ramona when you ride the thunder. You can ride without discarding. Right from your ride deck. Okay, then yeah, we can totally do this. Then basically call like Lady Island. Add rest over here. And then when you place on rearguard, you may draw a card. If you do choose a card from hand, discard. So draw a card and then choose a card from my hand and discard. Then we'll be dropping one of the Gallatines, and then we're just battling. So 8k to the Vanguard. Okay, this is nice. I didn't notice that. Wingol's effect is not rearguard. It's actually Vanguard ability. So you can choose between either running Little Sage Marin in the Vanguard circle or running Wingol. Most likely, we're going to be running the Wingol then. Okay, he got the draw. That's nice. And the turn, where we got a unit to call, so we got Lien. Oh, right, I have the discard. I already discarded. Okay, yeah, I dropped the Galatine. As we now have a defensive card already there for next turn, we're probably going to use Gallatin for combat. Probably going to be dropping Epona there. Honestly speaking, I'm telling you, Bushiroad is like wasting opportunities to like print money by giving like, oh yeah, these starter decks basically count as like, we're gonna block on this. These starter decks basically have the alternate trigger arts, so all the trigger effects have alternate arts. So yeah, you can just get that. No guard. Has to be grade 3, right, in order to get like full advantage. Nope. Lost any salt. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, stando, draw, wingo. Probably dropping here. Oh wait, I can just do his effect. Right. So by activating his ability, so +1, reveal a Aichi card. So now I can ride without discarding. So now, right, and then Blasta Blade. Scale Hatsudo. 1, 2, 3. In place. If I have a grade 3 bonus, which I will reveal there. And then if you go to a greater card with that current, I'm gonna shoot 1 point regard, retire it. So we shall be retiring this guy. Retire, and then since this was placed on Vanguard, I get to draw 1 card. Ooh, that's not bad. Then we shall proceed as going. Didn't have to do counterblast. When you place, you can take a power at the end of turn. If you're playing, blah blah blah, draw a card. I don't really want to lose that advantage there. Instead, call this guy there, and then do I want to throw an advantage of doing this as well? I can do it as well. Get a draw. Doesn't get a draw. It's just a retire. Means he has to put more resources in there. I'll do it. Scale out to the Energy plus 3. 1, 2, 3. Retire. There we go. And then I can call Wingle here. So now when it boosts, it gives an extra 5k power. So battle. So we'll be doing 10k there. Just rush him, rush him, rush him, rush him. These are the power of my units. They're friends. Twin roll drive it. Heal trigger. Power to Blaster Blade. Recover 1 damage. Then with the boost of Wingle, Blaster Blade attacks, and he gets an extra 5k power. There we go. Push him to 3 already. Not bad, not bad. We're gonna have to obviously pivot to King of Knights Alfred in order to be able to take advantage of this, and we're gonna be needing a board to do this. Well, next turn we will have Gordon here to activate abilities there. We're not in grade 3, so I can't use the Gallatin on drop zone. And we can only use Gallatin on drop zone to effect only once per turn. So, meh. Although next game, I most likely will pivot the... I'll pivot the Elaine, the Marin, for the Wingle. Just to have, like, more board presence. I think that's just a lot more interesting for me. And also because while we will be losing the critical, we will be having more board, which is what we want for, like, Alfred. For Alfred, we want more board. Obviously, I think we're not going to be facing a lot of destruction of our own units, I think. He already has this. Drop, blah, blah, blah. So let's call this card to rigor and a turn. Retire this unit. When this unit becomes original, that shows your original that gets plus 5k power. Is most likely, there we go. Pivoting there. Oh, because he's shoving to soul so he can get a crossover. Most likely Ars Varine. Yeah, he is. Yeah, it makes sense. Such a good card, that one there. And we got Starvarina, which is now doing crossover there. And calling another Starvarina, but this one's not cross. And during your turn, if this unit's crossover, this you get second power, and all your Vanguards within run, they're going to get triple drive. Neat. Ooh, wait, triple drive? Ooh. Arigatou gozaimasu. Does this get a restand? Yes, it does. So there's nothing bad of guarding here. And then with this unit attacks, yeah, she regards restand it. Don't worry, this is free because you're triple driving. PG. Yeah. Holy shit. Okay, thank God I PG that. Wait, no, that means nothing. That just means he has higher chance to... Oh, no. It's not a once per turn either. Oh, no. This is not looking good. This does not bode well. Critical trigger, I guess? He just counter blast stands again. He has the damage. No guard, man. The hand advantage is insane. Heal trigger. Oh, thank God. Recover one. Blaster blade. Losing the blaster blade's not super terrible. Regardless, he's gonna target my he's gonna target the blaster blade regardless. I lose an attacker there. Yeah, I prefer to do this. I prefer to perfect card that 100%. Sando and Dodoro. Oh yeah, we can just discard this. This is perfectly fine. Raido. King of Knights, Alfredo. Now, this will just need me... Actually, I probably can run around with this formation. This formation is actually fine. Oh, wait. Having only 1 damage, though. That's going to be annoying. Can't do a lot of good attacks there, sadly, with that. Probably have to call with this. Oh, that sucks. This is not looking as good as I thought. Because if I want to do when the attacks, counter blast your deck of the 2 card, I actually call them to rear guard in the same column. Shuffle your deck. Yeah, basically gotta do that. So I gotta call Gordon here. Attack with Galatine. Galatine does his shenanigans. And then since I have 2 or more, so I can get it. This gets an AK power boost. Beep, 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 beep. AK. And since I have 3 or more rear guards, you get a +1 drive. And then 4 more rear guards. And I persona right. I did not, so 3 drive. And then battle. Same column. And then if you pronounce greater, the called units get +5k power. So attack +5k to the Vanguard. They reduce a lot of damage as well. That's kind of insane. Like that's yeah, they have quite a bit of hand. Attack skill, counterblast, and then basically throwing this guy away. So your deck for up to 2 cards with the icon amongst them. So we have options. We can do Blaster Blade in order to get rid of the Star Varina. I'm pretty sure we're going to be doing that. But what else other thing we should do? Elaine won't be as good here. What else can we... I think Blaster Blade is just the better one. Ooh, wait. We could do Little Sage Marin there. Could do Little Sage Marin there. So we're probably... Actually, nah. We're going to be calling Blaster Blade. And then we're going to be calling the Wingle, basically, yeah. So we're doing that. Call them the rear guard, saying column, shuffle your deck. If your opponent's Vanguard greater, call unit get +5k power, so shuffle. And then basically plus 10k there. Then Energy Blast 3. And then retire. Unless he has a protection skill. Nope, it doesn't have a protection skill. And then no guard. Okay. Cripple drive. Nothing. Second check. Draw trigger. We give power to here, draw a card. And then third check. Nothing. I fucked up the patterns there as well. I had to do it differently. So now with a boost, attack there. They're perfect. And then with the boost, my Vanguard attacks. And basically, there's another extra power there. Turn in. Huh, not bad. Power-wise, this is really good. We pushed them back to 3 again, which is like, thankfully, managed to do it. But like, please, that was difficult. Okay, switch to the music can. Let's go to tea leaves. I like apple juice a lot. Apple juice is a lot better. Nothing against the other song. The other song's really good. Ooh, let's see. But the deck really functions fairly well. I just think I would change the Marin for the Wingull. Mostly because of just having the sort of advantage. Well, actually, the discard, that saved me a card from hand that was really good. Now, next turn, I can be a lot more... It can be a lot more reckless. I only use... Do I use Counterblast here? I use Counterblast. So I need about 2 to 3 damage. 3 damage if I really want to do, like, Gordon, like, shenanigans. Because Gordon is in one place when he's placed on rear guard. So if he's placed on rear guard, I can just take advantage. He gets power boost. Oh, wait, I'm not going to be King of Knights to Alfred. That's a thought process. I won't have the necessary energy blast, but I could sacrifice... I could intercept with the Gordon. Intercept with the Gordon. Get one of the Blaster Blades I have in the drop zone. So then I can take double advantage of having both Wingulls in the back row. So when it attacks, both Blaster Blades don't only just get a 5k power boost from Wingull, but they also get the power boost from their own attack. Because my Vanguard is an Aichi Icon card. Wow, it's saucy. I love it. I love it a lot. Also, thing I keep forgetting and I keep noticing, thanks to the sort of wording of how these cards work, if I have something I keep forgetting because we have had ride lines for a bit is that we can ride from the hands. So technically speaking, I can just pivot if I have Wingull in my hand and I'm like, I prefer to do the Wingull skill to get like a board. So I can just like do that. I can just ride Wingull or I can run Marin. Like I can just pivot the deck however I want. Like really neat. I think this is actually a very cool mechanic. It's just like, oh yeah, your Vanguard, you can just ride a card from your hand instead of like using ride deck. It's just like really cool. It's a really cool concept. I prefer to have like a more full board. It's just like that's okay. 28k. What does it do? Performs, draw, drive check, and counter charge. Mostly draw. Okay. 38k. I can sacrifice one of my Soul Saver Dragons, but I already sacrificed one of them. I really don't want to. So I could intercept. I have to do this like this, right? So basically, I got he's gonna restance for ability, so I really want to save that. So I do want to sacrifice one of my Soul Savers. So let's see how we're doing it. The Counterblast, yeah, that'd be better. So basically, intercept plus 5k shield. Intercept with Blaster Blade. Then guard with... Keep the Blaster Blade, actually. Keep the Blaster Blade. Guard with this. Gets an extra 5k shield. And then... Yeah, this is fine. Like, I'll lose the power boost, the power shield for the other ability, but, like, honestly speaking, I don't think I'm going to be guarding, like, most of the other attacks. No guard. Hit me with it. Damage check. Critical trigger. Power to my Vanguard. I'm going to need about 2 to 3 damage. 2 to 3 damage is basically what I need. Basically, restands the entire board. 3,300... Triple drive, no guard, man. If you pull the crits, you're killing me. Heal trigger, he recovers 1 damage. This dude's been healing like crazy. I've just been sitting here, man. Nothing? No crit. Okay, damage. No trigger, that's fine. Ooh, wait, I forgot we have Gallating in drop zone. That's dumb of me. 38k, 33k, 48k. Yeah, I can't reach those numbers. Gonna have to take it. Lost a King of Knights outfit, that's fine. He gets the draw. Yeah, they out advantage those. This is just better. Nice deck. Thank you very much, Kirby. How are you? Hope you had a wonderful day. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Heal trigger, let's go. We're healing as well. We're good. We're good. We're just really good at this game. Orenoton. Draw. Raido. Ooh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. No. I want to ride you. I've been wanting to ride this card for years. Ride. Soul Saver Dragon. The normal ride of this card with a card name also cards as a persona ride. So plus 10k power to the front row. Ishimai Dro. Col. Galatine. Then Canta Blasto. Sol Blasto. And then with this unit attack, choose a column. All your Vanguards in the same column, they get plus 5k power. If you persona roll this turn, choose 2 columns instead of 1. So I'm able to stand all my columns. In other words, all right, plus 10k here, because persona ride. And then battle. Now, with a boost, plus 33k to your Vanguard. Take it, good sir. Take it, 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 take it. Give in to this. This is the power of Soul Saver Dragons. Well, not yet. Not yet. I'll call out the technique name. A very difficult unit to master, the Soul Saver Dragon. Yeah. The Trickster Insuendi is just like incredible. Now with a boost, these 2 attack, and then thanks to the power boost these 2 gain, that's a plus 15k until the end of that battle. This is a plus 10k to the end of turn, and with the boost, and then with a boost, my Vanguard attacks. All you're doing in that column, so. Oh, I forgot about one extra thing. I forgot. And then with a boost, Vanguard attack then, restando, plus 5k the front row. Wait, plus 5k. I think I grabbed the wrong number, so give 4 to the front. There we go. Twin drive, first check. Nothing, second check. Draw trigger. Power to Blaster Blade. Draw. Nothing there. And then with a boost, another swing. 38k to your face. How are you? How you doing? Yeah? Yeah. That's nice. Yeah. Think about it. Think about it. Oh, I forgot to do... Oh, right. I didn't write Blaster Blade. Yeah, I forgot about that. 43k. Yep. And then with a boost, that's a 58 to your Vanguard. Probably he's going to take it. Yeah, I thought so. And then turn end. Not necessarily. I think I didn't write the right card. I needed to write King of Knights outfit, mostly to deck in a lot more. Although I did get the... They just healed a lot, really. Can't do much about that. They just healed a ton. Now for next turn, I do have the Gallatin in drop zone, which I can guard with a 10k. They persona road as well. They do have a... They have a crossover dress dare. It's gonna be very dangerous on my end. Why dangerous? Yeah, do that. Energy blast. But next turn, if I survive to next turn, which is not very likely here, like the chances are not looking good. I wrote the wrong card. I need to deck in a lot more with King of Knights outfit. And he was going to get the extra crit, which was going to be in the very nice pressure. I had to choose, like, Soul Saver Dragon should be, like, a last minute. Plus, Soul Saver Dragon was extra shield as well. Well, it is extra shield. I have extra shield. But, like, now, it's going to be fairly difficult. When this unit will, blah, 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 when you attack, crossover dress, this unit gets plus 10 for each of these units' original dress. If this unit stands by your card's ability, you may also, this unit gets crit +1 until the end of that battle. Ooh, that is not looking good at all. Not looking good at all. Okay, I think the wing goal is still really good. I just really want to do the extra other ability. But that's mostly just on me, really. Soul Blast at 21k, 35k. He's going to get a lot bigger the next time he does this. until the end of that battle. So he doesn't really get another power increase like that as much. But we don't really have like a bigger defense here. I think Shroud. I think we're gonna need a lot more shield. But it's like the attacks that we can properly guard. So that is a plus 10k shield. Plus another 10k, and then guard there. That's a 23. Yeah, that should do it. 31k. I gotta take that hit. No, I gotta block this one as well. The second. First attack. 23k. 28k. So that is guard. And now this is 28k. 28k, that's a 23, 28k, 33k, guard, and guard. Now I block the second one. Yeah, but I'm fucked. Now I'm fucked. No guard. Yeah, I'm dead. Most likely. He probably either he's been drawing the triggers. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I don't have enough. This is gonna be killing me. Yep. I really need like... Nope. GG. I died. Oh, well, what can you do? Leave? Yep. That was That was Nirvana. That was Aichi versus Nirvana, J, Yeva, and that was a loss of my... what can I do? No, I think the ratios. I think it was just how I played it. But we could switch out the ride line. I think the Marin, though, free ride's really nice. Yeah, Marin free ride is, like, very nice. I don't want to lose it. Like, I would like to get more bored with the whole Pongo. GG's, yeah. Can't do nothing. If I die, I die. It's just how Vanguard works. Plus, I wrote the wrong card. I should have run Alfred. Is it Tails? Hello, Tails. Tails, I'll be going first. Good luck, have fun. So now, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shrouded in Darkness is not bad. I would like a 1 PG. None of the other cards are genuinely worth. 1, 2, 3. There's a Persona, and we got 2 defenses. Okay. Okay. Okay, my turn. Draw. Okay, so the one we're discarding for this one is... I'll be losing a bit of offense, so instead... I'll drop a trigger instead. Then, if this unit runs, blah, blah, blah. When the unit is placed on Vanguard Circle, I can Soul Blast 1. Reveal. So now for next turn, I don't have to discard for the ride. So, end turn. There we go. Okay. So this is not like other ones where you have to Soul Blast on ride. You basically do the discard before, when you do the ride ability. So if you wrote this from hand instead, then you can just like, oh yeah, I skimmed the Soul Blast, so I can keep Soul. Okay, we're dealing with... Forget your name, but I know what it is. It's just Marching Band Quab. Guard. OT. Critical trigger. He's gonna hit me with it. No guard. Critical trigger. That was late. Stand and draw. I'll have to drop one of the... All right, I don't have to do that. I can just Raido. So then I can just pay the skill with Energy Blast 3. 1, 2, 3. Retire. And then Ishimai draw. Then we'll be calling Galatine here. I'm not sure if Saragon was something Aichi Dex wants, even though it's a very good card for Keter. I don't think... Saragon? Which one is that? I'm genuinely confused. Are you mean Shroud in Darkness, maybe? Because I don't think Shroud in Darkness... I think Shroud in Darkness could be good, but I don't think it's going to be... I think I need a bit more defense, maybe? I don't know. I got to test more. I got to test. I can't really say anything until testing. That's the dog? Oh, you mean Wingull, then? Yeah, I think it's fine. Let's see. Attacks with this. Take the damage perfectly, and then 10k once more. Okay, drive check. Critical trigger. All effects to Vanguard. I think Wingull works. But the reason Wingull works is mostly because of King of Knights Alfred. Because when King of Knights Alfred attacks, you call a column. So basically, you're calling Blaster Blade to do the energy blast ability to pop something. And then you're calling Wingull just for an extra boost. But if you're not calling Wingull, you can call a lane instead. Well, you can do Finn. You can basically switch around on what you want to do. Because you can either choose Blaster Blade and to pop something. And Wingull to give him the boost. Or you can pivot to a great one like Elaine, which lets you do a draw discard ability. Or you can change the grade 2 instead of Blaster Blade. You can change it so it can be Knight of True Gordon. So Knight of True Gordon can do the counter blast, get plus 10k power. And since your Vanguard is King of Knights Alpha, you can get a draw. But it's a lot more counter blast heavy, that one. Not Wingull, the Keter Sanctuary, the Keter Shenri, the Keter... No, he doesn't run... Though you could run it, but you want to run as many, like, icons in order, because the superior calls are only icon cards. 18k, so he wants to, like, rush me here. So let's just do 25 on the pass. He didn't pull it. I'll be losing a persona, right? But if I have Vanguard with Aichi Icon, which I do, do I have anything there that I can do there? This is gonna be way weaker. Yeah, I can only guard this one. Plus 10k shield. There we go. He's attacking the Vanguard. I gotta take it. Yeah, okay, that's a fine damage. You know the promo that's always a promo? Yeah, I know the dog. But, like, I don't think it's gonna be good for the deck. That's the problem. Considering how certain, like, I have to drop the PG as well if I really want to, like, take full advantage of this. If you want to, like, have the full icon and have the full ability to superior call, and let me check Soul Saver Dragon. At grade 3 card with icon, blah, 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 blah. Vanguard with icon. You can run it, but, like, it won't be able to be superior called. It's more of a rush thing, honestly. But I'm just testing out these cards, the Aichi cards first, in order to, like, see how far we can push them. Let's see. What are we doing? We got Counterblast. We have Soul Saber Dragon. We don't have Blaster Blade. We don't have a lot of good cards to call there. So basically, this is what we're doing. We are calling this guy, activating his ability. Beep, beep, beep. Retire. So we're attacking Blaster Blade here to retire this rear guard. Then we're attacking with King of Knights Alfred. We build a column. We're having 3 or more so we can get the extra drive. So right now he's just not getting the enough power he's going to have. And with the attacks, I have a great Vanguard. If I have a great with Aichi, actually, my pattern changes now. I'm going to be attacking with this guy first. Yeah, okay. Battle. And then this guy attacks since I have a greater Vanguard plus 15k to the Vanguard there. Then I attack with him. Drop. Yeah, okay. So Vanguard attacks. It's a counterblast 1. So counterblasting him. So I'm popping him in order to superior calling another card to retire. Because I could do Gordon for, like, more cards in hand, which is, like, very handy. And then we can do a discard shenanigan, or we can pop the rear. I really want to take the rear out. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be calling Blaster Blade here, and we're going to be grabbing Wingull. Deck shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then since I have 3 or more units, this will be a plus 6k 3 drive. since we have 3 or more rear guards. There we go. Okay. 3 to pass. First check. Heal trigger. Power 2 over... This one's still hanging pretty deep. This is doing a pretty decent damage. This can be blocked with the trigger, so we're doing this. Grabbing a card from there. Second check. Heal trigger. Power 2 here. Third check. No trigger. Yeah, it's fine. Then, when this card attacks, since my Vanguard's a grade 3, draw trigger. And then when the boost, these two attack. That's a total of 15k power boost. 43k. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And then turn end. Another factor that I've done this turn is just like, I've thrown away 2 PGs to the drop zone. Actually, no, only 1. Huh. Oh, right. I recycled 1 when we did the... Yeah. I forgot in the beginning of the game, I got a PG and then I returned it back. I only discarded the 1 PG because I forgot I had the Marin save my butt. The Marin in the right line saved my butt. Yeah, had to think and did that. Now, for next turn, we're obviously going to be running another King of Knights outfit. We're not going to be having... Right now, it would be better to have Soul Saver Dragon, but we don't have Soul Saver Dragon. So we either draw it or we just Persona riding King of Knights outfit. We're obviously going to intercept the Blaster Blades. We're going to intercept with them to get them into drop zone so then I can Superior Call them with the effect of Shattered Darkness. And also, thanks to the ability of King of Knights Alpha, we're going to be building another full column here. So we're going to have a lot of shenanigans. And if Lien survives, then we're also going to be doing Lien. Because we're going to be calling her so we can have a full board. So then King of Knights Alpha can attack with a plus 20k power. Get the extra crit and then the extra drive. So we have a lot more pressure. Obviously, he's going to get the hand back again. The hand's, like, definitely coming back. I think he's going to get, like, 3 to 4 draws. Oh, he's getting 5 draws. If we include the drive check, the hand's going to go by 5 cards. So he's not losing a lot. But he's at 5 damage, which we can pressure. Plus 10k there with new attacks. Unit to the end of battle. 45k power. Jesus Christ. Vanguard, I don't think is going to be hitting that hard, so... Take it. Critical trigger, neat. I'll take it. We're probably going to Perfect Guard, drop the Elaine. Yeah, probably. 13k. He's boosting with everybody. 69. Ugh, okay. We're getting the magic number there. PG. None of that, thank you very much. He's gonna do restand shenanigan with that. I don't only have like so much power here. He's probably gonna be swinging with a lot more power with the rears. Vanguard restands. Drive -3. Thinking power. Oh, that kind of sucks, doesn't it? That really sucks. I might die here. Oh boy, that's not great. 33k. It doesn't get drives, but he's not gonna 1 drive. Then basically 38k intercept. OT. If he pulls it, we die. He did. He gets that ability again of punching me in the face with a lot of power. And then ability again, he can do that again. That's kind of dumb. There we go. We're just gonna basically, he's down to all that, so we basically gotta do as much pressure as possible. Stand and draw. Not what I wanted to see, but we'll take it. Persona Raido. Draw code. Not what we wanted to see either way. Regardless, we do get this shenanigan. This Blaster Blade doesn't have to be from hand. As long as we got the Vanguard, we can do the shenanigan. So, choose the 2 non-normals of a unit with some of their grades being less than or equal to your Vanguard. From your drop, call them to rear guard and shuffle your deck. Oh, I can't call everybody that I want. Well, that sucks. So I basically call a grade 1 and something else. here. So Counterblast 1, we're going to be throwing away Gordon. So I'm going to be calling a Blaster Blade here. And then, who are we calling there? Yeah, shields, we're not going to be doing anything there. What else can we call there? Another Blaster Blade? Can't do that. Got to call a grade 1 there. So basically do this here. Basically is like my best option. Don't have like any other. Then discards ability. Draw a card. Choose a card from my hand. Discard. Have an extra shield in hand, which is very nice. And then... Oh, right. Then Energy Blast. Retire. And then we battle, basically. So we're doing... Integrate to the opponent's Vanguard. We're just going to be slamming the opponent. Still calling 2 is better than calling 1. Yeah, you're right. Plus, Lien does do the shenanigan of letting me draw a card and then discard. Not discard, draw. It's draw, discard. There we go. Then Vanguard attacks. Skill Hatsuo. Counter last one. We'll be throwing this away. Because we are going to be calling... Do we have another Blaster Blade in the deck? If we do, that'd be better. If we don't, that's gonna suck, kind of. We have one more copy. And we have one Wingull. Deck shuffle. Both units get plus 10k, 5k power each. Then Vanguard will be getting a plus 2k. Since we have 4 units, we have a total of 8k power. Plus 1 crit. A counterblast. Retire. And then 3 drives. 2 twin drive. Triple drive. First check, nothing. Second check, nothing. Third check, nothing. Ah, sad thing. But it is what it is. Plus, we're going to be still swinging with quite a bit of power there. So, with a boost, it's attacks. Plus, it's a 15k power boost. So, 43k to your Vanguard. GG. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Deck is good. Deck is good. Like, see, this is like... The Blaster Blade being such an alternative damage like that is really, really nice. Like, incredibly nice. Also because it doesn't have the on-hand skill. It actually is going to hurt me. Yeah, it's going to hurt you. It's really good. It's really... It's so good. So good. One thing I do admit, if Marin was a good write for this. But if I could have, Wingull might have been a nice choice, mostly just to have a full board. And then Alfred would be hitting with a plus 10k, so he'd be a 33k instead. But it does mean we're whiffing on the triggers just a bit. But I like that option. I like that these decks are giving you options of just like, oh, you can either run a Soul Saver Dragon, or you can do King of Knights Alfred. Obviously, you want to do King of Knights Alfred because he deck thins. And he's a triple drive, so hand advantage and just like gets you cards out of the deck. Like this guy gets you 5 cards out of the deck, lets you hit with a pretty decent number, and hit 3 drive checks. It's really good. It's for your first grade turn, solid. And Blaster Blade, incredible card. It uses Energy Blast. God, such a good deck. I'm a big fan. Leap, save, replay. And this is basically the recipe of the deck. The only thing I changed, quite literally, is the triggers for the draw triggers. That's it. The rest of the deck is like perfectly the same. And this is Aichi versus Leonorn. And it was a win for Aichi. Yeah. Oh, one thing I'm also forgetting is just like I have Gallatin in the drop zone. That's a 10k shield per turn. Like I should use them. But like overall, the deck is like a very fine deck. I'm a big fan. Getting some water in my system. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tails. I called it. You called it too slow, man. You called it too slow. Heads? Damn it. I'll start. Okay, then good luck. Have fun, good sir. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got the persona there. There we go. For some reason I was not seeing the card draw. To bottom, to bottom, to bottom. 1, 2. Elaine's? No Elaine's. Ah, that sucked. 2, 3, 4. Ooh. Deep Lance. This is gonna be interesting. They don't do anything on the first turn, but still needs down a draw. Discard the Wingle. Ride. Draw. Then skill activate. Next ride, no discard. And then basically battle. Boost, attacks your Vanguard, 8k to your 8k. No guard. No trigger. We already got Shroud in Darkness. Oh man, tomorrow I get back home and on my way my mom will be stopping in a place called Colton Steakhouse. Oh, you excited about that? That'd be really neat. All I got really today was, after doing service today, managed to get me like a sandwich made. Ate a sandwich, went home, ate a burger. Actually, no, the sandwich was my lunch, so I didn't really eat anything. Guard, OT. Yeah. That's weird. Yeah, he put that in the damage zone by accident. And then draw. No discard, so we riding. Then scale of this guy. Beep, beep, beep. Reveal. If shoots a unit, we retire it, and we'll place on Vanguard. I draw a card regardless. Now we'll be calling 2 Knight of Silence Galatines. They're the best steak I've ever had. Oh, that's great to hear. I'm happy for you, man. Now let's see. Should have called one of the Blaster Blades, but there's not gonna be a lot of advantage. I prefer to just do generic pressure here. Vanguard attacks. Yeah, guard it. Drive check. No trigger. Ooh, Soul Saver. That's nice. That's an alternative. And then 10k more. Oh, yeah, 10k shield. Yeah. Like these types of cards. These types of cards, Bushiroad keep making more of them. Just like cards that are just like, oh yeah, we're shields. It's just like, yes, these are good cards. Alright, got 2 Galatines. I most likely want to see one out. One of these Galatines out. As for what I want to do, probably... Ooh, Saucy. He's adding a Cylinder into the deck. Yeah, well, that makes sense. They want to have a bigger drop zone. To get the cards they want to see out. Cylinder is a good card for that. Plus, also, if you get the necessary drop zone, which, sadly, for this deck, it's not that simple to get it. Draw a card. If Vanguard Great to Great, this unit gets 5k power until the end of turn. But I love the art as well. These cards have very, very nice art. Very nice. Then we can call the day plan, so now you can call 2 more cards. Obviously, have to retire 1. Because you're already getting a 10 on Sirloin. Ooh, that's tasty. I'm not really much of a steak guy, so. But what would I like to hear? Ooh, that was nice. Yeah, he did the Deep Land. Oh, Deep. I never noticed her name was Deep Lands. What the heck? That actually makes sense. Wait a minute. Hold on. That's why that's why we have a lot of these. I only notice the art and the names like Deep Lands. It's like, that's curious. It sounds like all the other cards. Deep Lands, Deep Lands. Wait a minute. I'm dumb. I'm pretty dumb. Wait, cards in drop zone? 7. He doesn't get the plus 10k. Let's go. Intercept with both of them. Don't want to commit that much, do I? So basically just guard with this. Yeah, basically. Don't want to give him the hint. I only want like 2 damage at most, so he's gonna restand the Vanguard as well. No guard. Let's see how this goes for me. Nothing. Nothing. Okay, damage check. Nothing. I lost the salt. Okay, I'm turning. Let's see. Activate the ability to retire 2 rear guards, and then he's able to superior ride. Doesn't get the drive check, or he doesn't get the power boost, but he's able to call grade 3 back in there. Put that unit in Vanguard as rest. When it attacks, if your opponent's Vanguard is not, so it will basically 13k, 13k is basically what they're doing. When it attacks, your opponent's Vanguard grade 3. Okay, then intercept. 13k as well. I only really need like 2 damage, so I really don't want to take a lot, so yeah, we're not doing that. 10k shield. Yeah, Soul Saver is like a nice like thing to do, but like it's not my target. Damage check. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Stand, draw. Now we have to discard again. I don't want to do that one. Do I want to drop the King of Knights outfit? This is probably going to be pushing to doing 2 Persona turn fights per turn. So I don't really want to do it. I could drop the Blaster Blade though. Blaster Blade's a lot more. Not gonna lie, I feel the Aichi deck looks kind of fun. Dude, it feels fun to play. Like, I'm speaking it as the guy that's right now running it. This is a very fun deck to run. Now, do we have a great one with a decent ability down there? We do not. Oh, wait, we do. Hell yeah. Wait. This is wacky. This is wacky. Because, look at this. Activate the Counter Blast 1. And then since we have the necessary grades, we can call Blaster Blade. And I have a Wing Roll in the drop zone. Some of the grades is enough. And then with a Energy Blast 3. Retire. Oh, that's so good, man. The Shroud really is making the deck here. This is going to be a 10k, a 15k power to my opponent's Vanguard. This is going to have the necessary boost. This is going to be a 15k booster. This is just perfect. And battle. So we are attacking. It gets plus 5k power to the opposing Vanguard. Perfect. Then my Vanguard will swing, skill activate, Counter Blast 1. I'm going to be throwing this guy away because we're going to be looking through our deck. Now, since I don't have Counter Blast, I won't be having as much an advantage of doing that guy. But I do have a guy I can call in order to do the more damage I want, which is Blaster Blade. And we can take out our main man Wingle. And then deck shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that column gets an extra power. And then Energy Blast 3. 1, 2, 3. Retire. And then since we have 4 more rear guards, we have a total of plus 8k power. 3 drive. Okay. Triple drive. Nothing. Second check. Third check. No trigger. That's fine. He'll trigger. Ah, that kind of sucked. Oh, well. We can still hit because, thanks to these 2 guys' ability, is a plus 15k column. 30k. Heal triggered. You can heal again. That's the weirdest thing ever happened, but we can do it one more time because this column gets an extra 15k power. You double healed, man. I'm still. No, you're spitting with the Shroud. The Shroud is like saving here. Cause, well, there's 2 things. The disadvantage of having Shroud is that I gotta have it in hand. The advantage of using that one, I wanted to use that one, the green one, is that I can activate it in drop, and it's a top 5, and it doesn't cost me a Counter Blast. And if I get, where is it? If I can get Knight of Truth Gordon, I can get a draw out of that. Like, it's the advantage and disadvantage of each one is that this one gives me the more dry. This lets me skim to my deck to get more cards, and I can probably do Knight of Truth Gordon a lot more likelier. It can whiff. That is 100%. It can whiff. But Shroud is more like emergency. I don't have units, and yeah. But yeah, Shroud has ended up being like the MVP at the moment. But like Shroud is like doing work, like doing actual work. Because at least with my luck, I've been able to always get like a Blaster Blade out and then being able to like Shroud, get Blaster Blade, do my shenanigans, yada yada yada. Because the Blaster Blade Energy Blast 3 pressure is like really good. Just like, oh yeah, I'm just calling. It's just like, because this is an Energy Blast ability, I can just be like, oh yeah, call Energy Blast, kill that guy. It's just like, oh yeah, Energy Blast, kill that guy. Obviously, it's not going to affect them a lot because, you know, it's Stoicheia. And especially Deep Lands. Deep Lands can call their guys fairly easy with not really much of a cost. Especially if they double heal. Like, damn. Fail in there, won't activate the ability, but the drop zone probably has 11 cards. Yep, plus 10k these two. Yeah, we are going to be punched a bit. Most likely block Vanguard with this. Perfect guard the Vanguard. 38k. Yeah, we can block this. Most likely. Do I really want to use my units? I want to deck them a lot more, so yeah, probably. So most likely. Actually, I can just guard with this, can't I? Uh-huh. Yeah, what's wrong? It's gonna get plus 5k power, yeah? 48k. Okay, that's fine. PG the Vanguard. Vanguard's gonna be swinging. He can inherit all the crits it gets. I got a total of, with the Galatian drop zone, then it's a 23k. Let me just say I'm thinking. 33k, also dropping the Soul Saver in my hand. 33k, 48k, 33k, 38k, 38k, 43k, 43k. I'm just gonna be giving up a lot more resource. I'm just gonna fully block the Vanguard, so I'm just taking this. Draw trigger. It worked out. Draw. It worked out. No, I know I want some damage, but like, finicky here. 46k, yeah. OT this. There we go. 73k. OT. Critical. Yeah, he inherits all the triggers now for the effect, and he gets an attacker with here, but the attacker's gonna be really lower in attack points. So we're able to block that one a lot more efficiently. So that's gonna be really useful for us. I'm certain that you don't want the Keter over trigger. I kind of wanna because well, it depends, because if I do Soul Saver Dragon, then the Keter over trigger is like the best one. 38k, he doesn't do Superior Call. There we go. PG, and we're dropping Galatine. Yeah, dropping Galatine. Nothing. No, this is going to be swinging there. 28k, and thanks to Galatine's ability. Find. So that's a plus 10k shield. Do I want the extra damage? He's going to paralyze me when isn't he? Stun? Oh, that's perfectly fine, good sir. That is perfectly fine. 48k. Do I want to see damage? 48k. Throw away the Blaster Blade. Beep, 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 beep. This is going to be a 38k, 38k, 38k. Plus 10k shield. And then guard with the Elaine. 53. That's fine. Stand. Draw. Got Soul Saver Dragon again, but sadly I need to deck in a lot more, so... Yeah, I know. Draw card. Ooh, that's nice, but not necessarily what I want. Don't really have to commit the board anywhere. My board is, like, fairly fine as it is. Let me check something. Pretty sure I have Wingles and I have Blaster Blades in my deck. In other words, I can pop some things a lot more. So, I'll be doing that. So, my Vanguard's just going to be 8k, basically. 8k plus 1 crit. And getting the drive, so battle. Swinging at your Vanguard plus 10k. 30k? It's really one of the worst nations OTs. I understand that, but it was mostly I mostly added it for the thought process of Soul Saver Dragon. Then Vanguard Swing, Counter Blast. I'll be taking away this row because I'm gonna be Superior Calling a new row. Do I have? Yes, I do. I do have one, but most likely I also have another wing call. In other words, call, shuffle, 1, 2, 3, 4. And since you have 2 plus 10k power, triple drive, 3 drive, first check, nothing, second check, nothing, third check, critical trigger. All effects to this column here. Power and crit. Yeah, you forgot to do that. Then with a boost, this attacks your Vanguard. This is a plus 15k power boost. Critical trigger, that's perfectly fine because now these guy attacks, and that's another 15k power boost. 63k to your Vanguard. Holy shit, he had to OT that shit. Ah, I forgot to do the Blaster Blade ability. Damn, to pop something. Yeah, that's on me. I forgot to do that. That would have been a nice stop. Oh, well. What can you do? What can you do? I'll pay for it with my life. Let's see. Most likely, I'll be throwing away the Gordon, or I'm going to be keeping the Gordon. Probably going to be dropping the Keenanite's Alfred. Wasn't able to deal the finishing blow there because he had the OT in hand. So, either deck thinning or overwhelming punching him in the face. I think... How many triggers do I have out of the deck? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 triggers are out of the deck. 4, 5, 6. So I do want to deck in a lot more. So it's most likely I want to see King of Knights Alfred in order to be able to do the more considerable play here of just like death thinning a lot more. Or because he's not at 5 damage. And plus Soul Saver Dragon's just an extra 10k shield. So I think I'm going to commute that. But... it's really situational here. He's gonna be calling something else. Calling this one based on rigor other than during the battle phase. You can do it again. Uni skill, you mainly use the little once per fight among all their skills. He's doing it for the power boost. Yeah, plus 10k. That's why he's doing it. Yep, 10k attacker plus an intercept. That is a 33k. Then all I have to guard is really... kind of want to keep my blaster blades, honestly. So... PG the Vanguard, take the Vanguard hits. I want to risk the Vanguard, actually. Thinking. Do I want to risk the Vanguard? Because he's going to inherit the triggers. 2, 3... 4. Ooh, he's gonna get like triggers like crazy here. So I might have to risk taking the Vanguard, hoping there's no crit. Or at least I'll be able to minimize like the damage here. Basically is what I gotta bet. At least he's not in Persona. Then we take a Galatine, find it. There's an extra 10k of shield. That's basically what I gotta do. 18k. Oh, he's doing that for fully committing. I want 2 damage. I won't have... I already wasted the energy blast opportunity there. So, let me count how many blaster blades I have. Pretty sure I have 1 in drop. Yep, I do. All my blaster blades are out, so... King of Knights Alfred might not be the way to go. So, I should... intercept with 1. Guard. It's a plus 10k shield. 23k. And then... guard. And then guard 2 to pass. Critical trigger. He's gonna give it all to Vanguard, true. Oh, thank God, that was close. I forgot about that. That usually for this deck, you do want to throw it at Vanguard. That's dangerous for me. Ah, shit. Wait, no, I fucked up here. Yeah, I don't have Persona right for next turn. Ooh, this is fumbling. I don't have Esalt. That sucked. That sucked. Yeah, you're gonna attack the rears, I imagined. I fumbled there. I fumbled. Stand and draw. Yeah, that wasn't good. Best I could do is like call there. Yeah, I can't do much here. Best I could do is like this type of column mostly. I have 3, so that's enough. Didn't do Persona right, so I'll be getting a plus 6k power. No, just plus 6k power, 3 drive. Wait, do I have to be Icon 2 of your rear guards? Nope. So battle. With a boost, these 2 will be attacking the rear guard. That was a fumble on my end, jeez. Vanguard attacks. PGs. Triple drive. Nothing. Draw trigger. Power here. Draw card. Not an Esalt. That's a heal. That's why I want to pull, not the other way around. Oh, I'm fucking idiot. I'm an idiot. I've been fumbling this entire game. I had to throw power here to rear, and then I can swing with the rear to the Vanguard, so I can at least draw a card out of his hand. Oh, I'm such a fucking moron. Such a fucking moron. I guess I die. I fumbled that 100%. That was stupid. That was stupid. Oh well, you win some, you lose some. That's just mostly just dumb negligence on my end. This was a 1 game. Taking the 1 damage to do crit gets 1 drive. He wasn't gonna get the critical. I could have taken the first attack. I was just too, yeah. I fumbled. He's not gonna do restand abilities. Guard. That's a 10k, 10k, 10k. No guard. Just don't have enough shields. Critical. There they are. Yeah, he's gonna pull them now, the triggers. Nothing. Heal trigger, thank God. Power, recover 1 damage. Grab this guy. He gets some more crits. It's only if I have enough shields, which I probably don't. Yeah, 38k. I gotta get another heal. Yeah, no guard. I know, man. GG. Leave. Yeah, I fumbled that. That was negligence of bad play. Deep land. That was a loss on my end. There we go. 1 more match. I think, yeah. Oh, wait, no. I'm going to switch for the OT. Probably didn't draw it, but let's see. King. Do I want more pressure? Yeah, punch him in the face. Do that. Get more extra attack. Considering how the Vanguard operates, this gets me draw advantage. Probably this. Gets me heal, most likely. Choose no card from damage. Put it into your hand. Choose the one card from hand. Call it to rear guard. And it gets plus 10k power. And then I can throw the OT power boost. Or I could do this. Retiring. We're not doing a lot of retire. So I think... Wait, let me check. Choose one of your attacking units. It gets plus critical and plus 1 drive until the end of that battle. Yeah, I think I'm going to grab this. Nah, it messes with my attack pattern. Yeah, let's just grab it as Faro. Just basic it as Faro, just being good. Modified, grab Aichi deck, save, and go back in there. Now scissoring Gwen for some reason. Mikoto V. Nope. Neon Shrimp, Mikoto V again. Scissoring, Denmods. Denmods it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully I don't fumble this time, like playing it. Tails. We're calling Tails. God, love Barkle, so cool. Tails, then I'm going first. Good luck, have fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was weird. Bottom, bottom, bottom. Keep the rest. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a nice discard target. We can discard ability, call discard to rear guard. Most likely, yeah, let's just do this. Discard, call discard here. Right, activate ability. Next turn. Next turn. 3 wide line. And then this lady's ability. We'll be calling this card here. Then ability, we draw 1 card. Choose a card from your hand, discard it. We will drop it in. Galaxy in here. Turn in. We're dealing with... Ooh! Dealing with Zorga again. Hello. This will be interesting. Piercing Lava Margaret. This is for the Crimson Moon for the Pancake. So this will be able to play from written from the grade 0. Reveal a grade 3 card with Zorga and Square for your right deck. Put a regrained Biocreation Research Lab token to the owner zone. Yeah, it's really cool to see. Do I want damage early on? If he does 2 attackers, I'm just gonna block one of them. Okay, activate the token order. I like that they're doing a lot more token orders. It makes it so like they don't have to like fill their deck with other stuff, because the whole Alchemix mechanic is like really full in the deck. Crimson Moon, okay. All right, yeah, because that's an token order. He doesn't do that. He couldn't do that. Is that how it works? Is that the whole limitation of like orders per turn? I just thought that it was the whole thing of you just can't activate orders per turn because he didn't activate it. He put a research lab there. That's how the token counts. Well, fair. It just doesn't say like activate. It just says put. So I imagine the put was like going around that. Oh well. He'll learn some other time. I'm not here to educate him for that. One to pass. He got it. Draw trigger, power and draw. Stand check. Critical trigger. Okay, that's fun. Stand and draw. Cool, got Shroud. Tried. Scale out to beep, beep, beep. And I draw 1 card. Then we shall be taking advantage of that damage. And we're just going to be doing this, that here. Once it's in its place, kind of +1. Do I want to do Counterblast? Nah, don't really. Let's see if I can push a lot more with the place on Vanguard. If I have with the Aichi icon, do I have a card in damage zone? Get the Galaxy back in the deck? Nah, I don't really want that. This is a fine attackers here. I'm just gonna do this. I want to be greedy. Counterblast gets plus 10k power. I can be a lot more reckless. Nah, I'm not gonna. There you go, 10k to the Vanguard. 23k, yep. 18k. Another Gordon. That's fine. Turn it. Next turn, I'll be riding an Alfred. So most likely how I'm going to be doing the formation is just going to cost me 2 Counterblasts. Yeah, 2 Counterblasts. We're going to have Gordon for the ability to get another draw. So we're probably going to intercept with the Gordon that we have here. It's a 10k shield right now, which is really good. Forgetting he's a 10k shield. He's the sort of special intercept. Do I want Alcazar or Brawlers by the end of the next month? Depends on what you really want, honestly. In my case, I would pick Dragonite because I want Brawlers, honestly. She's a great one. Great one. Reveal, top card of your deck. Nope. They all go to drop. Sag. One. He didn't get it. Stando en otro. Ooh, that's nice. That's a nice one. So I discard this lady here to right here. And then thanks to this lady's ability, Soul Blast 1 card. Second Superior call her here. So then, this lady here, then ability, draw 1 card. And choose a card from my hand and discard it. We'll be throwing away the Marin. Don't really need her right now. And then we'll be doing no Gordon over here. Gordon's ability with a Counterblast 1. He gets a plus 10k power. Then if I place a... Gets plus 10k power. I won't get the draw because he wasn't called by the ability of Alfred. But it's just more power here. Punch a guy in the face. So we're just going to be doing that. And we're going to be doing a lot more advantage over that. And then battle. Okay, so 10k over here. Oops, this month. Ah, okay, fair. Then Vanguard swings, active ability, +1. We are going to be throwing this Gord out because we're going to be calling our guys. We're going to be trying to mount a lot more pressure here. So even though he's not going to be doing anything here, we're going to be calling Blaster Blade here, and we're going to be throwing a Wingle with it. Shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is a total of plus 10k power. 3 drive. Triple drive. Nothing. Second check. Over trigger. Overwhelming power goes to here. Crit to Vanguard. And then I can choose a card from Jab, put it into my hand. And I'll be grabbing my one and only Blaster Blade. Third check. Oh, I forgot the draw. Okay, let me check. First drive with this. Second drive with DOT, give a Whirlwind power. Pick the card from drop, then third check. Okay. And then we're going to be doing these two together with the total amount of abilities of both of them. 33k to the opposing Vanguard. So, yes. And then with a boost, my strongest Knight of Truth Gordon will be slapping you in the face. Good job. And turn end. Yes, yes, yes. The OT worked. More crits, more power. More crits, more death. Now my real question is, what do I want to do in order to proceed next? I already got a Blaster Blade out. I got a Little Sage Marin, most likely, if I have to... Do I want Soul Saver Dragon, attack them, overwhelming power punch them in the face? I think I might. Or do I want to deck thin a lot more? I think get a lot of triggers. Okay, I pulled some triggers. I think nah. It would be a lot more multi-attacks. We get Firm Row gets plus 5k power. All my rows are gonna get an extra 5k power boost. We'll see, we'll see. We'll see how the turn goes, and then we'll see if we Soul Saver Dragon or we King of Knights Alpha. With King of Knights Alpha, we get crits, we get power, we get drive checks. We're gonna see how much he commits to the board and how much he's able to, like... God, that's a wall of text. Jesus Christ. Phantom skill. Crimson Moon card from hand solo drop bind. Choose up the same number of genome gels from drop zone as the number of Crimson Moon cards in your bind zone and call them to rear. And cards in his bind zone are 0. Oh, that means he still's got... so basically it's just superior calling. Or genome cells, so then he can do alchemix. Okay. So already got 2, Recurring Researcher Vortex Prober and Recurring Researcher Flesh and Bone Tearing. A lot of these cards are just like walls of text. Creation Demonic Cranial Ring. If I'm doing what I think I'm doing, I don't really want to commit like too much damage here. So this will be a 10k shield. I do 1 damage. Can I block all the other attacks? I think I can. I'll take it. Critical. Power. Yes! Yes! Get punched in the face. I get the benefits out of that. 23k. Nope. So in other words, Intercept. That's an extra 10k. Basically, extra 5k shield, so 10k. Didn't have to do it, but I did it. And then the Alchemix cards are going to get a lot more benefits. There's a lot of power. Basically using the overdress. Yeah, basically. $25k, draw a card. That's really good, actually. 18k to my Vanguard. Can I block this? When this unit is Alchemix, back. Power, same column as this unit. You get 5 for each. Gets an extra crit. I really don't want that more damage. So basically 38k, 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 43k, 2 to pass. OT to pass. Nothing. And here we do... I think I'm going to be doing Soul Saver, honestly. 23k. 33k. Ooh, that was bad. Okay, I think we're just killing this guy. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're just killing him. Draw. And then we Persona Ride. Draw card. That is plus 10k this row. Then we are going to be doing shenanigans here. We're going to be doing first off this here. Activating ability. Energy plus 3. 1, 2, 3. Retire. Then Vanguard skill. Soul Blast 1. Canta Blaster 1. And to the end of the turn. And attacks. And also plus 5k to the front row. Battle. All right, this also gets the extra 10k power because Persona. So, with a boost, 33k. Skill, 43k. GG's. Yeah, Alchemix. Jesus Christ, that was not incredible. Like, they have a big hand, but, like, Soul Saber Dragon basically told them, dude, you're dying. Like, now. Okay, let's keep simulating here. We're going to be doing this thanks to Wingall's boost. That's a 15k power, additional power. Then Vanguard's going to be doing its ability, then restand all of these guys. And these two column gain plus 5k each of the rear guards. Basically plus 10k to the front, and then twin drive. Nothing. Second check. Nothing. But like then, Vanguard's going to be swinging with the power boost he gets by its own ability. And then these two are attacking with the power boosts already applied from their abilities. So 53, 58. Dude, this is just abusive in terms of power. Like, this is really good and abusive. Deck's really good. It's just like, this is out of the box. It's mostly just an incredible deck. Just add the draw triggers and the OT if you want. That's it. The Aichi versus Alchemix. And it was a win. They just could not. We went first and we just killed them. Like, absolutely killed it. I even overguard, for God's sake. And somehow I was just like, yeah, you're dying, buddy. And now we wait because we have enough time for one more game. So we're just going to grab somebody here to test out once more. The deck's really, really good. Do I want to test it out? Okay, let's check something. Do we want to test it out with the Little Sage Marin, or do we want to test it out with the Wingall? Because if we do it with the Wingall, we can get Barkgull out, and we get a basically 2 rear guards. We can also get the Flowgull out. I'm going to try it out. 100% going to try it out. Let me just reduce copies of this guy so the game doesn't, like, tell me, like, Oh, wait, I reduced copies of this guy. Oh, wait. Yeah, there we go. That does it. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we'll do it now this way to see how it operates now. Because I'm curious how it plays now. It basically means I need to have the discard now. Like, I always got to have the discard. But, like, how much does it affect the ability of me being able to be like, oh, yeah, get the flow goals out? Ooh, wait a minute. Let me check something about Marin. Marin is normal units, right? Put a normal unit. Yeah, I can't put triggers back into the deck. So basically, the flow goals are just there to just extra superior calls. In case I need the superior calls of like getting more cards board. GG, hello, Reframe. How are you? Hope you had a wonderful day. Welcome. We're just testing out some Alfred, the new Aichi stuff, and I'm telling you that it's nice. Very, very nice. Like, it's very good. Like, has proper defense, has good ways to make sure the hand stays. Like, it's really, really good. I'm genuinely surprised. Now we're just waiting for a game because everybody's busy here. Jesus. Okay, we're kidnapping Case. Case are being kidnapped. Response. Sendou Icon Pen that's over there. Do you want the game? Yes or no? Bum 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 bum. Damn it, he went to the ice area. Wait. Damn it, he left. I really wanna. Ooh. I really wanna build a premium. Really, really wanna. I wanna build premium so much. I have a friend to play with too, but I just gotta sit down and play and build a deck. I got a Theorycraft premium here, man. I gotta kidnap people. Gotta buy card sleeves, so I don't be judged by people. Okay, John. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Get in, get in. Yes! The final game of the night is here, everybody. Tails, he took it from me. I'll be going first, good sir. Good luck, have fun. And since it's the last game of the night, let us switch out the music for good old time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going first. Get out. Get out. Keep the PG. Keep the persona. And then 1, 2. No discard fodder. That kind of sucks. 1, 2, 3, 4. But we will have methods of getting units out, so Renatundro. Didn't get the discard, so we're choosing now. Okay, we could do Ride Marin in order to get that, but we're gonna be doing this. So we're gonna be dropping the Marin to ride. And then this guy's ability, reveal. Choose a Barkov with Aichi icon from my soul, superior call it. And then until the end of the turn, I can do a Flogel superior call from my deck into the board whenever I want. Turn end. I can do this. I'm happy I can do this. But I can also just pivot being like, oh yeah, I just don't want Flogel's ability like that, so I can just ride Marin. No, it would stuck the right deck actually, wouldn't it? How would that work? AK, nah, don't want the damage. He pulled it. Extra drive, why not? First check. Draw trigger, power and draw. Second check. Lost a Gordon. I have a Gordon in hand, so that's fine-ish. Drop the Gallatin here. Stand and draw. Sadly, I have to discard. Yeah, this is a decent discard. Actually, the Gordon... Next turn, Gordon's going to be a lot more effective. I want to attack. I want to do things now. So, ride. Blade. Activate blade. Beep, beep, beep. Retire. Retire. Get him out of here. Beep, beep. Draw. Ooh, not as great. I'm gonna need a Marin right now, later for that. And why not? 10k to your Vanguard. Energy Blast 3 to get a draw. That's fine. Then with a boost, Vanguard attacks. Twin drive check. No trigger. Elaine. That's not bad. That's a discard for next turn. That's a critical out. That's perfect. I like that. I like that. As for guarding, we most likely have to drop the Soul Saver Dragon in order to be able to properly defend ourselves. Ooh. As for columns, our columns are going to be fine. We're going to be losing a crit to the front, to the rears, but it should be fine. This guy, to return to... I have a grade 3 Greater Vanguard with Varga. He does not, so this is not going to be attacking with the necessary power. So basically 10k there. Intercept. Yeah, intercept 1. He got it. That was a draw trigger. Critical. Didn't even need it. Damn, that sucks. Stand and draw. Discard a Soul Saver. Discard this guy. Actually, don't need this guy. But rears are going to be awkward columns there. Oh, yeah, Lane. I forgot. I can just do that. Stand and draw. Right. Right. Then Elaine's ability. By Soul Blasting a card there. I'm able to superior her to the board. Then, thanks to her ability, draw a card and choose a card from my hand and discard it. So I'll be doing exactly... do I want to get the crit out with... Nah, I don't want to do that. So I'll be dropping this here. Then I'll be calling Blaster Blade here. Activate the ability. Retire. Won't have the necessary power though. Actually, call Blaster Blade here because activate the card's ability to look at my deck for a Flogel. And superior call. Yeah, this is fine. And then my Vanguard, since I have 4 rear guards, it's going to be a plus 8k. Now with a boost, 13k to the Vanguard. Okay. Vanguard attacks, scale out to will, +1. We'll be retiring these 2 to look through my deck. I don't need a lot of things, I just need a lot more resource. Don't want to discard anything in my hand right now. So most likely what I'm calling is Gordon right now. Yep, calling Gordon here, and then calling... Where's Marin? Where's Marin? Where's Marin? Where's Marin? Where's Marin? Where's Marin? Wait, I think I passed. Marin, where are you? Where are you, nerd? Oh, there it is. Deck shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then can I +1? This gets plus 10k power. Then I draw 1 card. And then discard's ability. When you place a rear guard, if you have a bone, put a normal unit. So I choose a Blaster Blade. Put it to the bottom of my deck. Bottom. And then this guy gets plus 5k power. 3 drive. Do you take the hits? Yes, sir. Okay. Heal trigger. Power to this guy over here. Recover 1 damage. We'll be grabbing Gordon back. Second check. Nothing. Third check. No trigger. Just 1 damage. And then Vanguard attack. Skill. Plus 10k. Yeah, that's what I thought. Then, with a boost, this guy attacks. 43k to your Vanguard. Take your damage, please, and thank you. Muchas gracias. And then turn out. Got a Blaster Blade back into the deck, so we'll be able to do the Energy Blast shenanigan for next turn again. Thankfully, the heal made it so that we can get more stuff. We do have an Assault in hand. We're going to have to sadly deal with Varga, but thankfully we're going first, so we're not going to be dealing with... We'll be able to just deal things a lot more easier. Retell your opponents from a rear. This unit gets 10k power, and at the end of the battlefield, this unit gets my drive on its 2. $13k, then that's perfect because regardless, I have to guard. So this is an 18k. So regardless, either Gordon or Blaster Blade was just gonna die, sadly. Counter blast with 10k power. 23k, so I can just guard with a 28k plus 10k. 2 to pass. Nothing. Critical trigger. All effects of Vanguard, I imagine. 33k, that's no guard, so he's gonna activate the Divine 100%. 46k. He gets a drive check though afterwards. Till the end of the turn, 46k. Boost, yes or no? 33, 48k. It's safe this hit, so this is the one I have to take. No guard. Nothing? Nothing. Yeah, I thought so. And about this unit attack, your opponent's damage zone has 4 more cards, and this unit attack 2 or more times this turn. Oh, which I do. Okay. PG. And then... card. Critical. Power over there to this row. 23k. Damn, I just died. I just fucking died here. I don't have enough damage. Don't have enough shields here. Because 23k, 28k. Wait, do I have a Galatine? I had a Galatine. Ah, whatever. I had a heal. Fuck it. Whatever, the heal worked. I had a Galatine. I forget the Galatine works. Stand and draw. I'm an idiot. Could have avoided all the damage. Persona Ride. Draw a card. Draw a heal. Hopefully I can get another heal out of this. What can you do? What can you do? Let's see. I already have Persona, so I can do some mixy attackers here. So let's do this lady here. Ability, draw 1 card. Choose a card from my hand and discard. We're going to be dropping this guy here. And then we're just going to be throwing these guys into the front. And then this lady to the front. And then, actually... yeah, I get the plus 6k power. Plus 1 crit. 3 drives. Battle. So 18k over here. There we go. 18k over there. And then Vanguard attack, skill Hatsudo, counter +1. Choose a card to throw away. We'll be throwing this guy away. Because I'll be looking through my deck. So we are going to be doing, most likely draws would be the better option here. But no, I gotta get rid of that guy. So call him. And then Elaine to like go through. No, Elaine's not gonna be doing anything. Wingull here. Shovel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 10k there. Energy Blast. 1, 2, 3. Retire. And then since I have 2 more units, my Vanguard gets an extra 30. Bit more power boost there. Perfect guard. Triple drive first. Ova Triga. Power over here. Crit. That's the first check. I do crit, additional power, draw 1 card. Because that was OT, I 3 drives. 2 more. And because of the OT, I draw 1 card, then critical trigger, power here crit. Power here crits. If it hits, you die. If I changed my formation there, that would have been better. Oh well, what can you do? What can you do? What can you do? I just had no confidence in my formation there. I have Persona right for next turn. And this guy is the one that pops everything, right? Please place if you have he already activated the divine skill, so he doesn't get the extra attack. So basically all he has is the when attacks and will state. Retire all from regards and this unit gains power until the end of turn. Also this unit gets okay, the rebel counter +1, retire all backward regards and sand this unit and it gets drive -2 with the unit attacks. So less an extra attack, basically. 25k. So basically, guard with this. No, I got to guard with trigger 100%. Don't have enough here. So yeah, just not enough shields, man. Oh wait, I can just Soul Saver plus 10k shields, and then I can use an intercept. Okay, yeah, there we go. 25k. Trigger. Mm-hmm. Choose, buddy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Retaliate from regards for real. 48k. He's gonna get multiple restance. Next attack, minus true drive, and about this unit attack. So basically, I think 38k, 43k, 58k. Yeah, he's gonna have a lot more attacks. I basically got a PG 2 more attacks in order to survive. Yeah, 1 to pass. If he passes, they might die. Nothing. Oh, fuck! Jesus Christ! Ah, I'm alive. I did that incorrectly. Fuck it, Weeball. Persona Ride is not going to do much here. Yeah, it's not going to do much. How are we going to do this? None of my other units have superior call abilities by others, so basically by force I have to call Silver Dragon if I want to take the full advantage of the triple drive ability. Plus deck thinning? Yeah, I gotta do it. Call. Then attack with this, activate ability to deck thin a lot more, get it necessary to get triple drive, and I did not get Persona Ride, so we're just gonna have to deal with this. 13k. Vanguard attacks, skill Hatsu, can do +1. Push my deck for 2 units and superior call them back into the deck. I'm dumb. I keep forgetting Galatine. Galatine is just something that just does not pop in my brain. Do we have... Nope. We've been getting... Oh, wait. We have a copy. Hell yeah. Get this guy out. Get this guy out. 1, 2, 3, 4. They get plus 5k power. Okay, gave the plus 10k. Counterblast 1. Draw a card. And also... Vanguard gets a total of plus 6k power. 3 drive. And shove a card into the bottom of the deck. So we get another extra shield. So I'll be grabbing bottom. Let's 5k here. Triple drive. Nothing. Second check. Critical trigger. Hull effects through here. Critical over there. Third check. No trigger. And with a boost, that's a 43k to your Vanguard. 28k. 43k. One more card. Done and I have 8 PG in hand. I got Persona right for next turn, but it's not the Persona right I want. I want another one. I want another King of Knights outfit. I fumbled there. During the PG step, I didn't know if he was gonna do the extra attack. Oh, right, he doesn't have Divine Skill. I'm stupid. That's why. He only has one restand. That was stupid of me. I thought it inherited the Divine Skill, but didn't get doesn't have it on himself. That's on me. Kinda did the heal. GG. Yeah, I just didn't have enough. It was a fumble on my end. I just did not read. Difficult TCG players, we can't read for crap. Yeah, it happens. That was Aichi versus Unparalleled. I keep forgetting his name. And it was a loss, mostly just on my end. The deck was good enough. But with that said, that is all we have for today. Thank you everyone for coming. Had a lot of fun. And honestly speaking, this deck is bonkers good. Like, most likely, I would have had a better opportunity if I didn't just run that one. I run just the Marin, but I wanted to test it out. And it was fun testing it out. It was fun. I imagine in a deck that can take more advantage of, like, having, like, more units like that, like, for an emergency, for having King of Knights outfits are perfectly fine. It was just not the matchup for it. And also, we usually don't want to see our crits in board, which is, like, fairly valid. You usually don't want to activate the ability, but having your grade 0 on board is, like, very nice, you know? Like, even if you don't activate the Flogel ability from the deck, it's still fairly good. Like, yeah. But the rest of the deck is, like, fire. Like, absolute fire. Like, Shrouds in Darkness is really good for this deck, but I think I would take better advantage with the other one. It's a lot more finicky in order to be able to do it, but I prefer to have this guy, mostly because it's just less of a dud in the deck. I can't test it today because, honestly speaking, I'm in a timer and I got things to do right now and for a bit later. But with that said, my rating for this deck, it's amazing. Like, I have not tested the high deck, but I faced it, and it's also kind of deadly, but I prefer this. This has the defensive nature I genuinely like, and the kite deck also has defenses. It has pretty good defenses. Like, it also has the grade 3, like, oh yeah, Tornado Dragon also has the extra 10k shield, but, like, I'm a fan. Also, just seeing all these cards just back here, it's perfect, man. It's perfect. I don't know what to say. But with that said, we are going to be clocking out for the night. So we shall be finding somebody to raid. Let's see if we can find somebody that we can raid right today. Do we have anybody in Vanguard? We got one in Pokemon Tree CG. We got Ray today playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Let's see. Do we have anybody on Vanguard? Doesn't seem like it. So we are probably going to be invading the Admiral here. Who is playing some Pokemon TCG. Is that pocket or just the TCG? Yeah, trading card game online. I gotta try it myself. Well, I've tried it before, but I haven't played it like as often. But with that said, thank you everybody for coming. We've had a lot of fun. I'll be resting up for the bit. The schedule for next week will be done on Wednesday. It will be published on both Twitch and the Twitch in the About section if you want to see how it's going to be on Wednesdays, and on my Discord and Twitter. It's where we're going to, and also YouTube. We're going to be updating in all my channels. So I'll be trying to make a video for tomorrow. Thankfully, I've gained a lot of time. A lot of time just opened up for me. So I might be able to, if I'm able to edit enough of the video between today and tomorrow, most likely tomorrow is when it's going to be on launch, then we're going to be having something for tomorrow to do. So thank you everyone for coming. I'll be seeing you guys later. Bye-bye.